going on today, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll actually be doing the first mod to the Subaru. I ended up getting a downpipe from Cobb for the car. I'm super excited for it. I went with Cobb just because that was kind of what everyone was going with and what seemed to be the best downpipe for these cars. So I went ahead and ordered one of those. I'm super excited for it. I'm not sure whether or not it's going to make like a huge difference or if it's going to make really not much of a difference at all. But I guess we'll find out. What I'm kind of worried about is if it's going to sound like bad to where like I don't even want to drive it till I get the rest of the exhaust. What I'll end up doing is I'll end up getting a axle back exhaust, so just from the mid pipe back. After this, I believe would be my next step that I want to do, and then I'll also do a cold air intake, the Cobb access port, and I'm thinking there's one more thing, but I don't remember what it was. And then after all that is bought, I will be getting it dyno tuned, get everything dialed in, and getting it running, you know, to the best potential that it has. If any of you guys follow my Instagram, I got a pretty screwed up arm here. So we're here at my buddy Bailey's work. He's gonna go ahead and help me get this pipe put on because I'm too jacked up and I can't do it all by myself. So big thanks to him for helping me get this knocked out. I'm super excited for it. So I think that's about it, right? Something like that. Yeah, I think that's about it. So we're gonna go ahead and get to pulling everything apart. I'll kind of explain everything as we go, as far as what we're doing and what's next and all that kind of stuff. So I'll catch up with you guys once we start tearing stuff apart. And we just got the intercooler off. All it was a bolt here, two side mount bolts. We took the blow-off valve off. Here and here there was, what were those, vacuum line? Yeah, vacuum lines. We took off the intake and then the boot for the turbo, and then that was that for that. And now what we're doing is we're taking all the 10mm bolts out of this heat shield here that goes on the exhaust side of the turbo. I did forget to mention that there was 8 heat shield bolts. They were kind of all over the place really, and how many were a pain in the ass besides all of them?
There really was only like 3 that were kind of...
Only 3 that were real bad. So there's only 3 of those real bad. But now we're getting ready to disconnect the downpipe from the turbo there. There is 5 bolts. They're not damn bolted for that. So we're going to go ahead and jump into doing that. Old Dad got her all done up here.
Yes, sir.
So there was 3 nuts on it and 2 bolts.
On top.
What, the nuts were the side and the bottom?
Yeah, on the sides and the bottom, and then the
nuts and bolts
were on the very top.
So it was a good time. I would say that's probably going to be the hardest part of this.
Yeah.
Just because they're so tight from getting hot, cold. Expanding and contracting. Yeah. Good stuff.
Now I just gotta jack the car up and then unbolt the flange bolt on the bottom that connects the downpipe, and then should be able to pull it off of the turbo and out, and then we can start sticking the other one back in.
Good stuff. Alright guys, so we just got the old downpipe off. Wasn't too bad coming off. These were just regular, you know, exhaust bolts. They get hot and cold, so they're a pain to get off. We're having a problem with getting this O2 sensor off because we don't have an O2 sensor socket. And we don't have a wrench that's that size, so we might have to get a little creative just to try and get it off. But other than that, it wasn't too bad to come off. I don't think there was anything weird about it, was there? Other than just pulling it off was a little wonky, but other than that, that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and baby's down there playing with something right now. We're gonna get this O2 sensor out and the new one back in, the new downpipe in. Alright guys, so we got the exhaust all buttoned up, just the new downpipe, the 5 bolts up at the top, the brace at the trans, and then the tube mounting bolts to the rest of the exhaust from the mid pipe, or to the mid pipe. There's a flange that Cobb sends you that goes in between your new downpipe and the mid pipe. That goes a certain way. You'll be able to figure it out though, just because of the pipe size. And then on your original downpipe, there's a donut gasket, and you'll go ahead and put that on that flange that Cobb sends you, and then it'll just sit in between your new downpipe and the mid pipe. But other than that, that's it. It's pretty self-explanatory. I wasn't really able to film a lot of it because it was just a weird situation trying to get everything all mounted up down there. So we got all that done. We're gonna go ahead and get our intercooler back on, start putting everything back together. Alright guys, so we just about got it buttoned up here. We got our intercooler back on. That was a great time with your turbo boot, or whatever you want to call it, being jammed all the way down in there. It was a weird fight just because of the angles that you have to work with this intercooler kind of being shoehorned under the hood between the turbo boot and this boot right here. It wasn't fun trying to get them both lined up with next to no room to be able to play with them and get them lined up in where they need to be. So we're getting everything bolted back on, the intercooler, the blow off valve, and these vacuum lines, and then we'll be ready for a fire up. And that is going to wrap up this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. Me and Bailey personally think that it definitely needs to be a little bit louder. It sounds good, and it's a little loud when it's higher than the RPMs, but other than that, it definitely needs to be a lot louder. Not a lot, but a good bit. Like, it definitely...
It could use a little more rumble, a little more noise, because the muffler and the resonator, if there is still a resonator, yeah, there is a resonator, still kind of muffles it out a little bit, but better than it was.
Definitely way better than it was. It made, I think it made a little bit more of a difference than I thought it would, just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what it was like before.
It was, dude, it made like no noise at all, like zero.
Yeah.
So It sounds all right for right now. I don't have to rush to get the catback exhaust part of it, but it definitely will be in the near future because I want it to sound a little bit better than what it is. But hell yeah!
Go subscribe to my YouTube
Yep,
channel.
I'll put his YouTube channel in the description here. Make sure you guys go check it out. He posts all sorts of content. He's starting to get into cars. He does a lot of dirt bike stuff.
Dirt bike stuff, pit
bikes, I mean, all sorts of stuff. There's all them bikes back there. I don't know if you can see it. Dirt bikes back there. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4? 4? Just 4 over there are yours?
Yep.
4 over there are yours. And then another one in the back. And the one there. I thought you had more than that.
No, that's it.
No, that's it?
That's it.
Just 6, 7? Wow, just 6. I think you need a few more. I don't know. But yeah, guys, leave a like if you like the sound of the exhaust. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think of it or what you think I should do. I'm definitely curious on what brand I want to go with. I think I want to go with a Nameless Performance catback or axleback. I'm not sure yet though, but definitely leave me a suggestion down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.